Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the discussion on the topic cycloidal curves. Under this, we are discussing now concept and construction on general cycloid. This is the first problem we are discussing under cycloidal curves. Now we'll enter into the problem. The given problem is a circle of 50 mm diameter rolls along a straight line without slipping. Draw the curve traced out by a point P on the circumference for one complete revolution of the circle. Name the curve. Draw tangent and normal to the curve at a point on it 35 mm from the line. In the problem, it is mentioned that a circle of 50 mm diameter rolls along a straight line without slipping. Draw the curve traced out by a point P on the circumference for one complete revolution of the circle. Name the curve. This curve is to be a cycloidal curve. So now we'll recollect the cycloid definition. That is, it is a curve that is generated by a point on the circumference of a circle as it rolls along a straight line without slipping. So the name of the curve is cycloidal curve. Now we'll write the data. Here, name of the curve to be constructed, cycloidal curve. Then diameter of the rolling circle is 50 mm and length of the directing line is equal to 157 mm. Here, this is the rolling circle. The circle rolls for one revolution along the directing line. So, the length of the directing line is equal to pi into d, which is equal to approximately 157 millimeters. So, the circle rolls along a straight line. This line is called directing line and the circle is called rolling circle. Then point P on the circumference of the rolling circle for one complete revolution. The path of this point for one complete revolution of the rolling circle on this straight line is this shape. The shape is nothing but cycloidal curve. The shape is nothing but cycloidal curve. The cycloidal curve is to be constructed right now. In addition to the cycloidal curve, we will draw normal and tangent to the curve. That normal and tangent point is at a distance 35 mm from the directing line. The explanation in this video is divided into three parts: part A, part B and part C. Part A is brief overview of the solution with concept. Part B related to detailed construction of the cycloidal curve. Part C deals with to draw normal and tangent to the cycloid. Now we'll enter into the brief overview of the solution with concept. In the problem, it is mentioned that diameter of the rolling circle is 50 mm and we have to calculate the length of the directing line, which is equal to 157 millimeters, and tangent point is 35 mm from the directing line. Now, with C as a center, draw rolling circle. Then the circle rolls in clockwise direction. Divide the circumference of the rolling circle into 12 parts. After that, draw tangent to the rolling circle. The length of the tangent is pi d because the circle is going to roll for one complete revolution. P is a point. P is a point on the circumference of the rolling circle. Then, as we divided the rolling circle into 12 parts, divide this directing line also into 12 parts. As we divided the rolling circle into 12 parts, divide the directing line also into 12 parts. Here, after rolling the circle for one complete revolution, this P point is going to move from here to there. The shape of the curve is to be constructed. The shape of the curve is to be constructed or traced out now. Say if the circle rolls, then this one division on this rolling circle is going to coincide on the directing line here, and two division on the rolling circle is going to coincide on the directing line here. Third division is going to coincide on the directing line here. Fourth division is going to coincide on the directing line here. Similarly, remaining points on the directing line also coincides on the directing line. In addition to that, we have to see the if the first point on the rolling circle, say 1 is going to touches the direct line here, then P point is going to come somewhere here, and if the rolling circle on the second division is going to touch the direct line here, then P point is going to come here, then third division on the rolling circle is going to touch the direct line here, this P point is going to come somewhere here, then fourth division is going to touch the direct line here, this P point is going to come somewhere here, then similarly we have to trace out the remaining points on the rolling circle. Fourth point, fifth point, sixth point, seventh point, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is, when the circle rolls for one complete revolution, the point P movement is to be in this way, in this way. So if you draw the smooth curve passing through these points, that smooth curve is going to be cycloidal curve. After drawing that curve, then we'll locate the normal and tangent point on the curve. That point is at a distance 35 mm from the directing line. Locate a point M which is at a distance 35 mm from the directing line. Then draw normal as well as tangent to the curve. This is normal and this is tangent. That's about brief overview of the solution. Here we need to construct cycloidal curve as well as drawing normal as well as tangent. Then we'll move towards construction of the cycloidal curve in a more detailed way. Now we'll enter into the detailed construction of the cycloid. Here diameter of the rolling circle is 50 millimeters and length of the directing line is approximately 157 millimeters. Now we'll start the construction of cycloidal curve from the given problem.
Locate a point C. This is the center for rolling circle. So with C as a center and radius of rolling circle, that is 25 mm as a radius, draw one circle. After drawing the circle, on the circumference of the circle, locate a point P. To this circle at point P, draw tangent to the rolling circle. The length of the tangent is equal to circumference of the rolling circle. This tangent length is equal to circumference of the rolling circle, which is equal to approximately 157 mm. Name this point as P dash. This is called rolling circle and this line is called directing line. Then divide rolling circle into 12 equal divisions. Here the circle rolls in clockwise direction. Next, name the points on the rolling circle. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is, the rolling circle is divided into 12 equal parts. Then divide PP dash, that is directing line, also into 12 equal parts by using acute angle line method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After that, draw lines parallel to the directing line passing through different division points on the rolling circle. this line passing through center of the rolling circle is called locus of path line. Now divide locus of path line also into 12 equal parts with reference to these divisions on the directing line. Then give numbering on the locus of path line, say C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, C10, C11, C12. In order to draw the locus of path of the movement of the point P on the rolling circle for one complete revolution, what is the procedure we are going to adopt? That we'll see now. Say CP as radius, C1 as center, draw an arc on the first division line passing through the rolling circle, so that here you'll get P1 point. Similarly, C2 as center, CP as radius, draw an arc on the second division line passing through the rolling circle. Similarly, C3 as center, rolling circle radius, draw an arc on the third division line passing through the rolling circle. Similarly, repeat the procedure for the remaining points. C7, that is, we are getting P7 point. With C8 we are getting P8 point. Then C9 we are getting P9 point. C10, C10, P10, C11. Then C12, it is going to come here. Then name these points, say P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11, P12, and join those points with the help of a smooth curve. That smooth curve is called cycloid. This smooth curve is called cycloid, and name the points on the curve. Say P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11 and P12. Next, this is the required curve, so draw this curve with H pencil.
Just now we completed drawing Cycloidal curve. Now we'll draw normal and tangent to the cycloid at a distance 35 mm from the directing line.
This is the cycloidal curve. To this curve, we'll draw normal and tangent. That normal and tangent point is given in the problem, which is at a distance 35 mm from the directing line. So locate the point on the curve. So move the drafter so that the required measurement from the directing line touches the curve. So here that point we are getting on the curve is here, that is M, with M as a center, CP as a radius. Draw an arc on the locus of path line. Draw an arc on the locus of path line. This radius is nothing but radius of the rolling circle. Then name the intersection point of the arc as well as locus of path line as S. At S, drop perpendicular to the directing line. Then that perpendicular line meets the directing line at N. Then at N, draw a line passing through M. This line is nothing but normal, say N dash, perpendicular to normal, passing through M is tangent. Say T dash. Now we'll do the dimensioning. Here, this curve and normal N dash, tangent T dash are to be with H pencil, construction lines are to be with 3H pencil, and dimensioning is with 2H pencil. That's about the construction of cycloidal curve and drawing normal and tangent to the cycloidal curve.
Visit again for more videos on engineering graphics. The links provided under description of this video. Keep learning and knowledge sharing. If you have any queries, you can mention under comment section under this video. I'll respond.